shit like
what
that.
Dallas would do for a backup quarterback.
No, Ezekiel. Ooh, he tried to.
Get a veteran, would they have to make a trade? Instead, now we're just talking about Dak Prescott looking like he solidified himself as the #2 guy. I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football. He carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down, it's Romo.
Picked off Alexander. Gerald McCoy with the pressure. Made him throw some bullshit.
At the 46-yard line.
Alright, now let's go. Now let's play some fucking football.
Let's attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two
packages, put Sims in these shotguns.
Everything's working pretty well for the defensive
side. What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a
You know how some formations come like auto sub? You ever see that shit?
His guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Like auto tight end in the slot. None of your shits ain't got that.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Martin. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Now Martin. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
See what this plunge about. I don't think I ran this shit good.
Jameis now on 1st down. Left side complete.
Safarian, don't touch me, nigga.
And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right.
Slide.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter, and they've got it here with a 1st down. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. They run. Martin. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 3rd and goal. Winston.
Jackson, jump ball.
And for the
Goal line fades. I've been working on them. Got double tap that thing.
7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Oh, look at the juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a big play. Romo to Bryant. And even 40 yards. A first down carry by Elliott.
Do that, Smith.
Yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Romo now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot.
Oh, pick that shit, bro. Stop helping these niggas.
He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would pick.
Yeah, I didn't get the big yardage there. You might out of a small
Is he going to be greedy, or is he going to...
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do snap it. Now Romo.
Nope, eat it, Romo.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
They come out here in the eye. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. And there's a flag on the play.
Pass interference on them. Roughing the passer.
Automatic. Took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
following the penalty. Martin. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run it again with Martin.
How you get hit,
stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, Winston. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And the wide out in motion. Winston to throw for it on 4th.
Jackson.
By Jackson. 17 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now they're in the hurry up.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. To throw is Winston.
I had this name.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Shit, all I do is
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you've given a chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll throw again. Winston. He finds Humphreys. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Aguayo able to knock it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now
go, Hump.
Races down the right side.
Just caught the body with Hump. Let's go. Kick return. My boy out here making plays. Can't wait till he gets his fun.
Humphreys with a return of 102 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a...
Nigga tried to, quit, motherfucker. Ooh, I might have to upload that. He definitely mad. He beyond mad. Yeah.